I'm back with our second make and take, and this time we're using the Christmas Pines stamp set. Again, this is one that is on sale, and let's see, it comes out to $26.25. This is a great stamp set. There's actually 22 stamps in here. That's quite a bit of stamps, and you can see all the different pine cones. This one does have a coordinating framelit set if you want it, which is one that I've been using quite a bit this season. All right, let's get started. We're going to do some embossing for this card. The background is going to be embossed in gold. So we're going to do that first. We're starting out with a Whisper White card base. And when you're embossing, you're going to need Versamark ink. That's going to help the powder stick. You're also going to need this embossing buddy. And this embossing buddy really helps get all the static off of your card front. That's going to keep the powder, hopefully, to not stick in places where you don't want it to stick. All right, so once you've done that, you're going to use your Versamark and very carefully ink your pad. You don't want to get too much of the ink down in between these little dots, so just ink it lightly. That's why I like to do it upside down, so that I don't smash it too much. And it's kind of difficult to see where you're stamping this. So I'm going to stamp a couple of times and then go ahead and sprinkle on my embossing powder so I can see where I've stamped and where I still need to stamp. All right. Now remember, we're going to have something in the middle, so we don't need to focus too much on the middle, as we do need to focus on the top and the bottom. Let's do it again. All right, look at that. Do you guys think I can fill that little spot in? Let's see if I can do that. I don't know. Let's see, I'll just put one there. Let's see. The first time I did this card, I sprinkled the embossing powder each time. That looks better. Each time that I stamped. But tonight I thought I would just do it quickly and do 2 stamps each time and then sprinkle the embossing powder. All right, we're almost done. Now I'm going to show you another trick that I like to do, especially with images like this that are, you know, kind of messy. There's lots of little spots everywhere. When you get embossing powder in places you don't want it, like this corner, just get a paintbrush and kind of get those out of the way. All right, I think the rest of it looks good. Remember, we're going to have a square right here, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, so now I'm going to take my heat tool and heat it up for just a few minutes. All right, now one thing I want to point out to you is that when you have lots of little things spread all over, if you just randomly heat it with a heat gun, you might miss a few. So I really tried to just go down and around and stay in order so I can see them all turn that beautiful gold and I don't miss any. I've got embossing powder all over me. Okay, our background is done. Let's do our little sentiment. Now we're going to use one of our stitched thinlits. Again, this is the largest square. And for this piece, I preferred to cut it out ahead of time. That way I know exactly where my stamps are going to go. Now, if you place your order, remember, if you place an order in the next 3 days and you use the hostess code, I do that every time, put that handle in the back. I'm going to send you the supplies, and I'm going to send you, each one of these projects tonight uses a stitched thinlit. So I'm going to send you the thinlit, the piece already cut out, so you don't have to worry about that. Now while we have the big shot over here, I'm going to go ahead and cut out my pine cones. One is going, whoops, that's not white, that's gold. This one is going to be gold, and actually we're going to stamp this, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it out since I've got the big shot here. I'm using the Precision Plate 2, which is particularly helpful with these intricate framelits. it's an add-on piece that you can purchase to go with your Big Shot. And I use it a lot. I really do like it. All right, we're going to, let's see, that one popped right out. Now let's use our brush and see if we can, look at that, that just came out beautifully. Let's use the brush and see if we can get the rest of those little pieces to come out. Look at that. I really find that the foil papers cut with these intricate dies the best. They cut the cardstock just fine. Sometimes you have to do a little extra work to get all those pieces out, but with the foil, I don't know, it just really cuts beautifully every time. Easy. All right, let's stamp our pine cone in Early Espresso. Obviously, I probably normally would stamp first, but luckily these are clear mount, so I can, or photopolymer, so I can see exactly where I'm stamping. All right, good enough. What do you guys think? A little bit off, but good enough. All right, now we're going to stamp some of this, oh, I guess they're pine boughs in Garden Green. And I'm going to put a scrap piece of paper down. Let's use this, because I don't have a mat on my table. And I'm just going to stamp some in the corner like that. And then without re-inking, I'm going to stamp again to kind of give some lighter in the background. And I'm going to stamp or ink and stamp off and then add some more lighter ones over here. There we go. Wow, that turned out better than my first one. Don't you love when that happens? Especially when you're making a video, because you never know what's going to happen. All right, I'm using a sentiment from the same set called Season of Joy in Real Red. Look at that. Photopolymer, you can see exactly where you're stamping. Perfect. All right, let's get some of our dimensionals. We're almost done. We're almost done with this beautiful card. All right, gold. I put the gold one in the back. And then I'm going to put the dimensional this time on the tip here like that. So I want it the same height as the other one. I don't want to add another dimensional there. And I'm just going to add a couple of glue dots here to make sure it stays down like that. Beautiful. All right, some gold baker's twine. Let's make a bow. Snip, get a glue dot, stick that on there. I'm going to use my paper piercer to get that off and add it right there. Love, love, love it. All right, back to our base. Actually, we have a piece of Early Espresso floating around here somewhere. All right, this is a 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square piece of Early Espresso, and I'm going to adhere this just like that with my fast fuse. And let's add some dimensionals to the back. I'm going to pretend that this piece doesn't look like I cut it crooked, so if you guys would just pretend along with me, we're going to pretend like it's perfect, because you know what, it's a video and I don't want to stop and fix it. You guys get it, right? I think it'll be just fine. We're gonna fake it till we make it, right guys? All right, there we go. Look at that beautiful, beautiful card. I really like this. Remember this set is called Christmas Pines, and it is on sale along with these beautiful stitched framelits that are only $30. Okay, let me know what you think. We'll play another game and come back for one more make and take. Thanks, guys.